Hey Full Circle agents, if you're not part of the Full Circle brokerage, please exit this video and talk to your broker about this form. Today we're going to discuss the addendum for sale of other property by a buyer, also known as a contingency. So the first thing you're going to do is here you're going to put the address of the property that they are looking to purchase. And then in paragraph A, you're going to put the address of the house that the buyer is needing to sell in order to purchase the property above. Here you're going to put the closing date of that property that is being sold by the buyer. So right here, this notice, the date inserted in this paragraph should be no later than the closing date specified in paragraph 9 of the contract between this buyer and the buyer of their property. B, if the seller accepts a written offer to sell the property, the seller shall notify buyer of such acceptance and that the seller requires buyer to waive the contingency. So they must waive the contingency on or before a specific day after the seller's notice to the buyer. Otherwise, the contract will automatically be terminated and the earnest money will be refunded the buyer. C, buyer may waive the contingency only by notifying the seller of the waiver and depositing this specific amount of money with the escrow agent as an additional earnest money. D, if the buyer waives a contingency and fails to close and fund solely due to the buyer's non-receipt of proceeds from the buyer's property described in paragraph A above, the buyer will be in default. If such default occurs, seller may exercise the remedies specified in paragraph 15 of the contract. Paragraph 15 is called default. That is the title of the paragraph, and it explains all about what happens in that situation. And then E, for the purposes of this addendum, time is of the essence. Strict compliance with the times for performance stated herein is required. And then down here, you will have the buyers and sellers sign. And that is what you need to do for a contingency. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out.